Let's not make this any more uncomfortable than it has to be. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Jeremy, I went too far. That's my bad.
Too far. Too far.
Excelsior!
Yeah, hi. How is everyone?
Doing great.
Fantastic.
Glad to have you back, sir. It's always nice having you around. And I have to say, I've been reading some of your excerpts. You know, the stuff that you post on your blog, and you know, the stuff that you put on Facebook and such. And I'm so excited to read this because I love learning about the cons of yesteryear and stories like that from someone like yourself. And like I read I think an excerpt that you did earlier was about old Comic Cons you guys go into and how great. And for me, I think it was the thing that I loved the most was learning the diet at the con has not changed. People are still eating pizza and hot dogs. And
Yeah, pizza, hot dogs, and whatever cheap food is nearby. There was a chain in New York. I don't know if it was anywhere else, but in New York
Mhm.
City, it was called Tad's Steak Pub.
Yes.
And it was this is in 1971, 2, and 3. Those early conventions I went to. It was still like $1.98 for a steak, a baked potato, and a garlic bread and a soda. So that was what we splurged on.
We would have been kings.
Oh my
Kings.
God.
Because
But compared to that year's money, though, so you know, that's kind of expensive.
Yeah. Oh, it was. I mean, pizza was still like half $1 a slice
Oh yeah.
and whatever. So yeah, and of course there was always the ever reliable New York City street dirty water dog cart. So you'd always
Hey.
get
Okay, so one thing I've always been curious about, like, what are the after con dinners like? I've talked to other creators and they've talked about, hanging out after the con, getting out a couple of drinks, just
Yeah.
goofing off and stuff, or have that dinner where you like the kind of the fanboy's dream of you're all these all-star creators and y'all are, I don't know, eating in an Italian restaurant and I don't know, getting lit on wine and way too many garlic knots. What are there any stories there
You
that
think
are?
we go to Olive Garden? What is this? No.
I don't know. You guys
There
sell
you
well
Going
go.
to
enough.
Tad's Steak Pubs, weren't you listening? Come on.
That's right. That's fair. That's right. No, you're right. I'm sorry. I
No,
assumed that
those
once
are
the book sells well.
those are fun. Those are great. It's kind of you're relaxed. You're among friends, or at least friends of friends.
Mhm.
You know, there's often that's where you can have the real conversations, and you don't have to worry about being overheard when you're
Right.
speaking the truth. Uh, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, I've had a lot of those. I mean, back when I was on staff at DC, a regular scam was the expense account lunch. So you would just run through the halls like, "Come on, I'm taking you to lunch,"
Oh,
Nice.
and you got to do a lot of that. There was one guy in the Michael Golden. I'm sure you've heard of him.
yep.
Yep.
He was on staff at DC in the early '90s when I came on. Uh, and we were in the same department. And Michael was getting Bucky O'Hare royalty checks,
Hmm.
and they were healthy. And so when he would get a really healthy check, he would buy lunch. But he didn't just like bring in pizzas. We would go next door to the Hilton Hotel into the fine dining room, 10 or 12 or 14 of us,
Right.
and it would be like, drinks and appetizers and meal. And, we weren't worried about being yelled at by the boss because Dick was at the other end of the table drinking Rob Roy's. So, we were cool. And, so those were great. I mean, it was just, a bunch of us from the staff, some freelancers,
Hmm.
all just hanging out and, drinking, during working hours. It was a lot of fun.
I'm gonna go get some water. So that means Carrie and Jar are gonna talk. So
Okay, so while we're on hot dogs, I gotta know, is it a
Right.
sandwich or not?
Yeah, it's between two slices of bread. It's a sandwich.
Okay.
I
Well,
don't know. I don't know why it's a thing, and it's kind of like that commercial with the dog food in the refrigerator. Why is that a thing?
I haven't seen this. Oh, okay. I worked at a place and we sold a lot of, I've worked in a lot of kitchens too, but one place that I worked at was a hot dog place and we got all this history of hot dog stuff. And it was, they just, the amount of disputes going in behind who invented the hot dog and whether it's a sandwich or not always fascinated me, that like there are people that are so adamant about it and like fights break out. And
No, I understand. I see that on,
it's crazy.
that's what
It's
Facebook
like
is all
Yeah.
about.
Star Wars.
People
Yeah.
having arguments about hot dog buns, but yeah, I don't I don't know that it really matters who invented the hot dog, because you're never gonna it wasn't like Irving Hot Dog invented the thing and he's gonna get credit. There's no
Yeah.
individual who's ever gonna be pegged as the creator of the hot dog. So who cares? Let's move on. They're delicious.
I feel
They
the
are.
same
All
way about
right.
pizza.
Pizza, exactly. New
Yeah,
York style pizza,
right,
not New York style pizza, excuse me. New York pizza. That's all
right,
you need to know.
right, exactly. And then people are like, oh, it's an Italian dish, but then you go to Italy and their pizza is not great. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
it's again other things in Italy immaculate, just absolutely superb. But pizza, no.
Yeah, well, it's like I say about deep dish pizza. It's
Mhm.
not
Oh
pizza,
God.
but whatever it is, it's very good.
Thank you. Agreed. That's the best way to put it. Not pizza,
And
but
you're
worth it.
and you're having some now, I see. Yeah.
Oh no, this
I
is vegetables.
Oh, okay. You didn't
just,
bring
Yeah.
any for the rest of us. Okay.
I
Oh
know,
no,
right?
Go ahead.
nope, nope. To heck to you, to heck to you, heck to you. Good seeing you, Paul. Yeah, nope.
Take something